Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Rick Lieb. And with me as always, he is the voice, self-proclaimed, of RCW, Rici Williams.
That's right.
And of course today we have a special guest. And when I say special, I mean he is a former world light heavyweight champion for Rubber City Wrestling. Longest reigning, absolutely. And of course, he's come over here showing off some of the other gold that he has collected in other companies.
Yeah, none of them say RCW on him.
That's because RCW hasn't given him his chance to win his belt back yet.
I'm just saying.
But right now it's kind of under the hands of the way, so he's not going after it right now.
Yeah, that's
it. Makes sense. And of course it's Spike Ronin over here that our producers can never spell correctly, by the way, I've noticed.
R-O-N-A-N.
R-O-N-A-N. R-O-N-I-N. Morons. Get it right.
You don't have to lie, Ricky.
Anyway. Right? Ricky's a fan. Anyway. Producers try to use sign language on me as if I speak it.
I don't know.
Anyway, we have a lot to talk about today. Pertaining towards the fight before Christmas coming up in 2 weeks. So we definitely want to get that covered. And also, not pictured in this poster, but they are in the other posters, and that would be your match. And so we have to dig into this because a lot of us, including myself, need to understand what is going on between you two. So let's go ahead and pay some bills right now. And when we come back, we're going to interview the man, the myth, the legend, Spike Ronin.
See you on the show's not cheap.
See you in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
'Twas the fight before Christmas at the Barley House. All the fans have poured in for some wrestling bouts. Purple Hooter and role model Ray Stewart versus Spike. Alexander Crowley gives Johnny Stewart his first fight. And many more matches with belts on the line to give wrestling fans their greatest time. 2 world champions defending. They will walk the walk. They are handsome Harley T. Morris and the Big Black Hawk. The way is in action. Team Beast, too, it seems. And so many more wrestlers, so don't miss a thing. Tickets are on sale now. They will sell out quick, so stay on the nice list of good St. Nick. Rubber City Wrestling, I say, is more than enough. It's real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Hello, yes, this is Danhausen.
This is Sunny from Glow.
The Birdman Coco Beware.
Duke the Dumpster Drosen.
Gangrel, and you're watching Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not that flippy stuff.
Get your thrill with the real.
Keep banging and banging.
Take care and Sunny smiles.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays on RCW Global, Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Our guest today, as I introduced earlier, needs no introduction, but he is a former world light heavyweight champion in Rubber City Wrestling, and a very long time reigning one. Never lost it when they tried to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
And then when you came back, I felt the tables match, you beat him.
Oh, I did.
He went through the table once, And then he went through it again with you. And I felt like he was the one that went through it. You were on top of him. I mean, camera don't lie. And, what, you're going to deny that? You're going to say that it was
No,
both?
I mean, I'm not denying nothing. I'm just, honestly, just listening
Go ahead.
to y'all
Go ahead.
talk.
Kiss Carly's ass some more.
Yeah.
I'm just
Go
saying.
ahead.
You
You
I'd
didn't
like to
beat him
point
for...
out that I'm the one sitting here
I'm
in front of you
just saying
with
that
a
he's
world
so...
heavyweight championship.
Oh, great. Is that say RCW?
Does
No.
it matter? Has Crowley ever held a world heavyweight championship?
No, but he's
He is
a
a world
light
champ.
heavyweight
He's,
champion.
listen, I'm gonna
And he has your
go
other
ahead
light
and
heavyweight championship.
I'm
Just
gonna go ahead
saying.
and say it right now. Doesn't matter what division you're in, as long as you're world champion, you're the world champion. And anybody that tries to downsell that is an idiot, because a world championship is a world championship, and I've always felt that way. I've tried going after that world light heavyweight championship. It's not as easy as people think it is.
Well, this is at a promotion where there is no light heavyweight division. There is only the heavyweight championship.
Okay, all right, fine.
Why don't they call it
Props to you,
why don't
Spike.
they call it the World
Congrats.
Anyway Championship then? I always wondered that. Like if you do it with all divisions, then I would just call it the World Championship or the World Anyway Championship.
I don't make the rules.
I know you don't. I'm just saying.
That
You
was
should.
I don't make the rules. I just win the belts.
You just win the gold. That's exactly it. What's this?
Oh, this is my RAPW Tag Team Championship, which I've now held a total of 4 times with my current partner Flea. So
Nice. LA Guns?
yeah,
Alrighty. Awesome. I'm
Back
glad to
together
see
and
you guys
on
back
top,
together,
right where
man.
we belong.
Absolutely.
You're right, it's awesome.
All right. We got to speak about the elephant that's in the room. No pun intended. And that would be... Sorry. That was a good job. You got to admit I got you on that one.
Yeah, you did.
We got the show coming up. It was the fight before Christmas. It's at the Barley House in downtown Akron, Ohio. And as you see, I got a big match that night, but we're not here to talk about my big match. We're here to talk about yours. Because you're in a match with Ray Stewart.
Yeah,
who
it's a big match for him.
I haven't seen Ray in about 5 years.
Yeah.
But apparently, you guys have not stopped wrestling in other companies. And so you've seen him, and you've seen him grow into the wrestler that he is today. I don't know if he's a world champion right now, but I know he was.
He was.
And he definitely has... I mean, he was a world tag team champion when he was in RCW. And that was young in his career. And so the fact that he's gone on and he's gotten even bigger and better things makes me wonder what his beef is with you.
Here's the deal.
Glasses are coming off, people.
This is what it boils down to, is that now that he doesn't have these other championships that he won, he's now looking for any possible way to stay relevant. The best way to do that is how to come back to where it all started and pick a fight with the biggest star in Rubber City Wrestling.
Agreed.
It's a desperate attempt by a dead fish from a small pond, and he's going to find out how futile his attempt really is on December 14th.
Now, speaking of that, like, have you guys faced each other in other companies since he's been gone? And how's that worked out for him?
He's never been able to beat me without a low blow.
So, of course, he had to
And
cheat.
let's talk about that for just a second.
Okay.
In his cute little promo, he said that I could never win the light heavyweight championship while he was here. I beat him to become #1 contender for that light heavyweight championship. It's not my fault that he took his ball and went home.
Yeah, he did kind of get offended by that loss and take off, didn't he?
And wasn't around when I won that championship and then reigned for over 1,000 days.
I didn't see him. Did you?
Yeah, no, I actually haven't.
There you go. Can't say anything, can you?
Can't say anything if you had been gone. That's a fact. But I will say this, though. He is right about one thing. It has been a minute since you've been light heavyweight champion. And let's just say...
It hasn't been that long. I just lost it over the summer.
The official light heavyweight championship.
I
Pretty
was
sure
never
he was the
officially
official champ.
stripped of the championship.
No, it was...
I challenge you. I challenge you to find where Tony T officially stripped me of the championship. He didn't.
He just suspended him because of a contract problem.
If he had, that belt would have been returned to Rubber City Wrestling Management, and they wouldn't have had to bring Bob's belt out of retirement.
I love that you call Die Hard Bob.
I'm just saying straight up though, you still lost Alexander Crowley.
Doesn't matter.
Yep, it does matter.
I believe that
The
referee.
reign was still over 1,000 days.
I still think the referee was
And
partial.
Still, you weren't light heavyweight champion before, and you ain't light heavyweight champion now.
Listen,
I was light heavyweight champion
Because
before.
Alexander Crowley was light heavyweight champion.
Alexander Crowley beat Brennan Martell in a match that didn't include the light heavyweight championship, or light heavyweight champion, to win a title belt that they brought out of retirement because the real belt was with me where it belonged. Facts, dude.
Whatever
Facts.
you say.
I agree with
You
with
need to
Spike
pay
on
closer
this.
attention to the product and what's going on, bud.
I agree with Spike
Voice of
on this one.
RCW, my butt.
Alexander Crowley was an interim champion at that time, and that's all he was. He was a fill-in until the real champion finally negotiated a contract that was worthy of his liking, and then when the real champion came back, I believe you beat Crowley in the tables match, and then I also believe that it was a very quick count when he beat you in that last match.
That is
very
not true.
quick.
That's not
That was
true.
absolutely a fact.
100%.
That is not a fast
Absolutely a
count.
fact.
It was
Go
so-
back and watch
they-
it.
Spike can't
Again,
handle
you
a
need to-
loss, so he has to make an
I can
excuse
absolutely handle
like
a loss.
every time that he loses.
I can absolutely handle a loss.
Okay, whatever. Oh, it's
Listen.
a quick count.
Listen.
Okay.
It
If I
goes
couldn't
like
have-
this.
If I couldn't handle a loss, Alexander Crowley would have gotten a lot more than the middle finger after he won.
Yep.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, in my opinion, best world light heavyweight champion in the history of Rubber City Wrestling. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm hoping Harley T. Morris can become that too, because obviously he's in the way, but you're obviously friends with the way. So that's why there hasn't been you hunting him down for the belt, which, you know, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, it'd be a great match. I mean, it would be a fantastic freaking match. But, these fans don't deserve to see something like that. And besides that, can you imagine the money that RCW would have to spend in order to get you two to face each other right now? I mean, it's just way too freaking much.
That's a big bill.
Yeah, it's a big bill. So we have to keep it on the budget apparently. And I'm just baffled that Ray Stewart would challenge you, because in my opinion, all right, they're booking this Crowley versus his student match. I can't even remember the kid's name. I just know he's related to freaking Ken Sermonera. Johnny Stewart. Yeah,
Yes.
all right, whatever. Okay, let's be honest. I just didn't care to mention the kid's name because he doesn't deserve to be on a card. And
disrespectful.
they're talking about it as, oh, this big student versus teacher match. But the truth is, you were one of the teachers that were working in the Fortitude School of Wrestling when one Ray Stewart became a wrestler. Which means
Lead trainer by order of Tony T himself.
Exactly. Lead trainer. And let's be honest, this should be the match where they talk about student versus teacher.
Absolutely.
Not that match that shouldn't even be on the card. This one should be the match. And in my opinion, this is going to be a great match because you did teach him well. We cannot deny that. You taught him very well. The kid knows how to wrestle. But no great teacher, which is what I consider you, would ever give away every secret. And there's no way, in my opinion, this kid's going to be able to out-knowledge you.
You never know, role model.
Oh gosh, you are such a pessimist.
I'm just saying, you never know.
I mean,
Ray Stewart.
But you do know. You were there.
I was there, and you trained him really good. Honestly,
You're training you.
Yeah, I know, and I actually did okay, even though
you had an injury. We get it.
I got to talk about my past also. It's the ref. Anyway,
but what I'm trying to get at is, you know how good of a teacher he is.
No, yes.
So we know that Ray's a great wrestler.
Great.
We're not taking that away from Ray. What we're saying is, A, this should be the top billed student versus teacher match, not the other one, and B, This match right here has got such a buzz around it that it was literally the first match that they even advertised because they knew that that was going to be such a big drawing match. You know, I don't understand, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't understand how they're pushing me into the main. I shouldn't be in the main event. I'm only wrestling a guy who hasn't probably stepped in the ring in 20 years. This shouldn't be a very hard match for me, but I am taking it serious because I do remember him being a pretty damn good wrestler, and we all saw how good John was after taking 20 years off. So I'm not taking this match lightly. I'm actually training super hard for this match. But my thing is me versus some weirdo who thinks he comes from another planet and believes that if he drinks purple juice, he'll be granted power, superpowers. I'm pretty sure it's just grape Kool-Aid.
He does, though. He does get powers.
No, he thinks he does because he's got mental problems. He's probably been locked up in an insane asylum the entire time and just got out. And so John's like, hey, you want to wrestle Rick? And that's what happened.
Well, we better get that purple juice ready. That's all I'm saying.
What the hell? Just shut up, okay?
You've been drinking the purple juice?
I think you've been drinking the purple juice.
No,
what are you drinking in there?
I'm drinking some cherry soda, 7-Up.
Zero sugar.
Yes.
That's what I'm drinking. Oh, we're trying to slim down now, are we?
Yeah.
About time. About time. My son Ricky Lieb is way better shape than you. You know, the one that everybody says you look like? Way better shape than you. I think if Ricky Lieb was a wrestler, he'd whoop your butt.
We are not going to talk about your dumb son. All right, come on.
I think Ricky Lieb's better looking than Ricky.
Wow, okay. I will walk out of this
much
studio
better.
Right
and
now.
what do you mean my dumb son? Ryan has nothing to do with any of this.
What? Wow, how dare you talk about
You're not talking
Ryan
about
like
Ryan. You shouldn't talk about Coda like that because he's a good kid. Sick.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Gosh.
Crazy.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to this match. I felt it, in my opinion, I'd have booked it the main event. I mean, you got the biggest star in RCW. You've got a kid that hasn't been there in a while, so they're probably looking forward to seeing him wrestle. And you've got just two fantastic wrestlers. It's going to be a great match. I'm giving you the win if I'm going to have to do my prediction today, obviously, because, you know, you're Spike. You know, Crowley would be like, because I'm Crowley. No. It should be because you're Spike. You know what I mean? And, you know, I've gotten a lot of fan mail about when's the next time Alexander Crowley gets to face Spike again. I think it'd be a great match, but right now, you got Ray in your way.
Crowley's not going to agree to wrestle.
Crowley doesn't want to
anyways because he's got his little catchphrase saying, "Oh, you're good, but I'm Crowley." That's all well and good, but Spike is simply the best.
You still lost to him.
You should be clapping.
No, you can't call yourself the best if you already lost to Alexander
But
Crowley.
I am the best.
Pass
Doesn't make
count.
any sense.
Hey.
Crowley beat me once.
That
Once.
referee.
Once, and it mattered.
In 14
And
years.
Hey, do you remember?
14 years.
But
he
it
beat me
mattered. That
once.
was
Hey,
the light
once.
heavyweight.
What does this remind you of?
That wasn't the.
That was the count.
That was not the count.
That was the count.
Oh my
Anybody
goodness.
that saw it saw. I mean, that guy's hands were so fast. I didn't even. It's like he had to go to the bathroom or something.
Let me guess. Your match is the same way like that too? Is what you're trying to say? Because you do the same thing as well for your matches.
When I win my
Maybe if you
matches,
spent more time actually calling the matches instead of jabberjawing at Rick here,
Right.
you would have actually seen what
pay
happened.
attention to him.
I'm just saying, man. Alexander Crowley still won, and it was still light heavyweight champion. And he had that.
All right. Bottom line is this,
Had
Ricky
that too.
Williams, and you can even say it. Alexander Crowley is wrestling what? A student.
Okay, all right.
While Spike is wrestling a legitimate wrestler and a proven champion. To me, it tells you who the better wrestler is. The guy that's wrestling the better talent.
I will give Ray Stewart his due. This match, this is the best comparison you can come up with. Crowley is working a student. The best light heavyweight in the history of Rubber City Wrestling because I've beaten them all. Every single one of them. Yeah. Crowley beat me once. He beat me once, but what about the other 4 times?
Okay, great. I'm just saying.
His record is 1-4.
When it mattered.
1-4.
When it mattered.
Wait.
1-4.
Crowley never beat Die Hard, did he? I don't recall it, but you did.
Yes, I did.
I was
Twice.
there that night, man. Fair and square. So, now we have that.
Okay,
It's
great.
the
So,
best light heavyweight in the history of RCW versus probably the one of, if not the best student to come out of the RCW training facility, also known as the Fortitude School of Wrestling.
Okay.
Die Hard may complain about that because he was the one that came out in 2000.
I
About to say that too. Also, did
But-
Die Hard to come out of that?
I don't know.
And
Ray's really
to
good.
put the final nail in the coffin of this Alexander Crowley conversation, Crowley needs the championship to mean something to this company. I don't need a championship to mean fucking anything.
Wow. Bold
My bad.
statements. And wow, language,
to beat
Mr.
that.
Spike. My
Hey,
goodness.
one F-bomb keeps it PG-13. I do apologize for my uncouth behavior.
Ooh.
Anyway, we got to take a commercial break right now. But when we come back, hopefully you'll stick around. We got to take some questions.
Oh, crap.
I love how he's ripping into me.
'Twas the fight before Christmas at the Barley House. All the fans have poured in for some wrestling bouts. Purple Hooter and role model Ray Stewart versus Spike. Alexander Crowley gives Johnny Stewart his first fight. And many more matches with belts on the line to give wrestling fans their greatest time. 2 world champions defending. They will walk the walk. They are handsome Harley T. Morris and the Big Black Hawk. The way is in action. Team Beast, too, it seems. And so many more wrestlers, so don't miss a thing. Tickets are on sale now. They will sell out quick, so stay on the nice list of good St. Nick. Rubber City Wrestling, I say, is more than enough. It's real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
TNT Health, unmasking your potential. So, you want to look like the headline, Vinny DiMaggio? Here's your chance. Let's not be ridiculous. Nobody can look like Vinny. But if you need that energy before your workout, or you want to lose some weight, burn some fat, we got that. You want to build some lean muscle? You can get it at TNT. Or even if you just need the essentials, BCAAs, juiced up. Here at TNT Health, we carry it all. Come visit us at tnthealth.com.
Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We've got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question here on the air, just feel free to write us at x.com/
Wrestling Rubber. Why are you giving me looks? Come on now.
Because he did it way better than you. There was like
And gestures.
He had enthusiasm. Well, you didn't have anything.
Yes, I did. What?
It's not like you were dying. We got
Whatever.
answers.
Anyway, we got some questions.
Wrestling Rubber.
Pimp slap you back to preschool.
Yeah, back to preschool where you belong.
You guys ready for your questions or what?
Yeah, do we actually have any?
Yes, we do.
Crap.
All right, this one's by Sean Moore in Akron, Ohio. Who is your biggest wrestling rival and why?
Want to go first or want me to go first?
It's not Die Hard the Hunter, it's Alexander Crowley.
Right?
Makes
You already knew
They
that.
make sense.
I do already
They do
know
make
that.
sense.
Because that guy has been a pain in my butt
You're right.
forever.
I
Hasn't
hope
he?
he continues.
Forever.
We already know yours is J.L. Watson. I'm going to go ahead and say,
that was good.
gosh, I've been doing
Listen,
this for a
first
long
of all,
time.
before you start, I have respect for J.L. Watson, okay? Even though, yes, he did take me out, still, I have respect for him.
You take you out dancing?
To the ball game. Aw. You
Because
guys
y'all
make a
annoying.
cute couple.
No, don't you start.
Well, obviously, Die Hard the Hunter. would definitely be way up there. Maybe John Potok. But yeah, probably those two. Die Hard would probably be the one that, because I've wrestled him over 1,000
Yeah, I feel like
times.
you guys have had like the longest running.
Oh gosh, I just can't stand that dude, man. Like, there's nothing
Like-
about him I like. Even with him ring announcing, and we are not allowed to touch him because he had surgery on his arm. I just want to punch him.
The intensity that I saw in the match with John Potok, like I'd put him right up there. But as far as like longevity goes, it's absolutely Die Hard.
Die Hard would be like that long-standing rival. He would be like if I was the real Dollar Tree Ric Flair, he would be like my Dollar Tree Sting.
Yeah.
Whereas John Potok would be more like that Dollar Tree Dusty Rhodes, where there's also there. It's like those two guys that just always have been thorns in my shoes and people I just can't stand. And I'll just be honest, I really don't like either one of them. You know,
That's
I tolerated John when I was on PWW, but truth is, he's always just been. I think he just tried to milk himself some fame off of my fame because everybody knew that I was the star of the show.
Yeah.
And so, right, kind of like how you're the star of RCW, like you're the biggest star in RCW, and so Crowley, and now of course Ray, who obviously knew who to go after, you know, makes sense.
You're welcome for the rub, by the way.
Well,
Who would you say yours is? I know you wrestle a bit. John Cell?
definitely John Cell.
I figured as much.
Until this day, it still haunts me that a referee beat me in that ring.
Well, he was a referee turned wrestler, was also holding a belt.
So I'm going to tell you what I tell my son every time he gets upset when he loses a match in a video game. You ready? You ready for this?
Sure.
Get good.
Yeah. Might have been better if you were better.
I was doing my best, but you know,
For the
I guess
record,
my
I've
best
wrestled
wasn't
John.
enough.
I've wrestled John Cell too. Of course, I beat the crap out of him.
I mean,
but at least you know we have that in common.
I've never seen someone so strong give me the hardest clothesline.
Listen,
I ever
the
got to
dude
in
is
my
a
life.
gym rat. Just because he's a wrestler doesn't mean he doesn't know how to work out.
Oh yeah, he destroyed
So,
me in that.
Johnny
ring.
Gigolo.
Oh, yeah, I've been to the gym with John Cell.
Yeah, Johnny Gigolo. Where did he get that nickname?
I have no
Oh.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he made that one up himself. But
Man,
anyway,
I'll give
moving
respect.
on.
It was a good
It's his
name.
dream profession.
Moving on. Some of us have places to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next question is Lee Evans in Cleveland, Ohio. He says, "How much of your character is based on your real personality?"
I don't have a character. I don't even.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
understand, like in WWE, they give you characters and stuff, and I understand, like you know, RCW does have some characters in there. You know, Big Blackhawk and freaking like Schizo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but Schizo really is crazy. Anybody that knows him knows this stuff. I mean, back when before he was calling himself that, and he was just Josh Cortez. We'd go to parties and dude be ripping his hair out and stuff just to do it, and just a weird guy. And all of a sudden, I think his real personality may be that. But me, as far as the role model is concerned, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's your personality." No, it's just me. Like me or not, I'm gonna be real. And Spike's him. I've never
It's
seen
not-
Spike different.
The definition of defiance, like it's not. I say it in my promos, like it's not a clever nickname.
No,
It's
that's
not,
what he is.
And I am exactly what I say that I am. It's not a clever catchphrase at all.
Exactly.
It's 100% unequivocally the truth.
And 1 minute you fans are loving him, the next minute you fans are booing him, which doesn't
And
make any
either
sense.
way, I don't care.
Right. You know, we're not here to win fans belts. We're here to win belts for ourselves. So,
Yeah.
I just see I'm kind of like on the downside of that right now. But it'll change.
It ebbs and flows.
What about you?
The nature of
Well-
the
Are you really this Rici Williams guy, or are you a character?
I'm really Ricky Williams. Like honestly,
So-
I mean, I know back then I was a jerk to the fans and everything. I mean, I
You're
knew.
still
you
a
weren't.
jerk.
I think
No,
you're a
I
jerk
You are
now.
too, man.
No, I love
I
the
hear
fans
the
now. I
disparaging things that you say
they,
about
Who cares
Some
about the
people
fans?
on
You're a jerk in real life.
How am I a jerk in real life?
You talk bad about my son, who obviously is better looking and in better shape than you.
And that's why I talk bad about him.
Because you're jealous of the way that
He's
he
never done.
looks
He
and is
never
in shape.
never done
Because
anything
your son
wrong
talks all
to
this
you.
crap. I
He
don't
doesn't
like
talk
that,
crap.
man.
I
He's a
talk the
good
crap.
kid.
He doesn't say
Takes
anything.
care
I
of
do.
takes care of his brothers and just all around
Every time
great
you
guy,
met him.
and you're over here talking
Right.
shit about him.
Yeah, he's like
He
a real
deserves it.
good brother.
I haven't even
deserves
heard you.
it.
I'm just gonna
Anyway,
take
next
Rick's word for it
question.
to
I'm
see
over
where you
this
lie.
stupid Ricky guy. All right, let's go. Anyway.
You spell your name the same for a reason.
Yeah, whatever.
Next.
Probably stole my name. Anyway, next question. David Smith in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, wow, we're going down there. David
Yes,
White.
we are. Yeah. So his question is, how do you handle crowd reactions, especially when they are negative?
I have a great thing called it's like it's a mental thing. It's called I don't give a F. And so when the crowd wants to pretend they don't like me, because they just love to hate me.
Yeah.
I come out there and they want to fake boo me. Yeah, I think the crowd's fake and we're real. That's what I actually believe.
Yeah.
I just don't care. Because you know what? No matter what they say, no matter what they do, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to win my match, and I'm going to go home with a big paycheck. That's all that matters to me. So yeah, I got a IDGAF. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the same thing, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When I was wrestling,
DILLIGAF.
when I was wrestling, I just learned to block them
Dilly-gaff.
out. And just focus on my opponent. That was it.
Yeah, exactly. You just
Well, that's
go
what
in-
you're supposed to do. It's a combat sport. You can't let the crowd affect your mindset inside the ring. You cannot. If you spend too much time pandering them or trying to please them, it will bite you in the butt. Kind of like how it bit Alexander Crowley in the butt when he was paying too much attention to doing what the crowd wanted him to do, and Harley T. Morris walked away with the light heavyweight championship.
That was a beautiful day. Beautiful day when they took that belt off that idiot. I was happy.
I was so mad. But anyway.
You know what? You know who was really mad? My son Riot. The one that you called dumb earlier. He was
I did not call him
100% mad because that boy, his favorite wrestler is Alexander Crowley, and I don't understand it. But I do believe that most of these wrestlers also pay their families to come out. Like they buy tickets for their families when they wrestle, guys like myself and Spike, to try and heckle us, and it doesn't work. We don't care. Dillygaff, exactly. Does it look like I'd give one? I do not.
Wow.
What about you?
Disrespectful.
Yeah, not disrespectful. Anyway, is that it then?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, good. These questions actually weren't that bad. They're getting a little better. I'm glad that Bendover hasn't been writing.
Yeah, I was
this
about
in.
to say that. Like,
You know, yeah, he doesn't.
Bendover, please come back.
No.
You honestly,
no, just stay wherever, whatever rock
we
you
gotta
fall
get him
under,
back on there.
just
Wasn't it
stay-
you that
stay
crumbled
there.
his question up when
Yeah,
you
I ripped it up and threw it out.
co-hosted for me? Anyway, it was good to actually have you as a guest and not as a co-host, because this way I could actually ask you questions this time. So, anyway, for our guest, Spike Ronin, the
Good seeing you,
definition of
Spike.
defiance, and of course, Rici Williams, the self-proclaimed voice of RCW. I am your role model, Rick Lieb, saying join us again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Come on.